Good morning, Year 4. It's Wednesday, the 24th of February, and this is the maths lesson. We're going today to think about describing the position of shapes. Okay, let's look at our in focus tasks. So little boy says he's lying on his bed and looking up at the ceiling. I don't know if you've ever done that, children, when you're bored and fed up. And he spots a fly on his ceiling. You can see it there and you can see it there. And he says to himself, this is what I see when I'm lying on the bed. How can Charles, that's the name of the boy, how can Charles tell the exact position of the fly? Now, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking, do you know something? That must be a pretty slow fly because flies don't stay where they are usually anyway. So let's just imagine it's a spot on a ceiling, not a fly, because I think a fly would jump around a bit. So let's imagine you're lying on your ceiling and you see a spot on the ceiling and you want to know the position of that spot. Okay, and that's your ceiling there. If you imagine that's a yellow wall, a blue, a red and a green, and you're lying underneath it. How far is the fly from the walls? Use a letter to represent the fly. So they put F for fly. We could put D for dot if we were just using a dot. 1 unit could be 1 metre. So she's talking about units there being a metre. Can you see? Now it's on a grid and it's a little bit easier for us to think about where that fly or spot is on the wall. Okay, so little girl here is saying that the fly is 2 units from the yellow wall. So she's going to put there 1, 2 units from the yellow wall. This little boy says the fly is 3 units from the green wall. So there's the green wall. 1, 2, 3 units from the green wall. This little boy says 3 units from the blue wall. 1, 2, 3. This little girl says 6 units from the red wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, if my mouse would work better, it would be definitely 6 children, okay? And can you see I'm actually counting the actual corner each time, sort of like where the spot or where the fly would be, rather than the actual grid, the actual square. Okay. Describe the position of the vertices on the triangle. So now we've gone from thinking about that as a spot or a fly. We're now thinking of a shape. Vertices. Do you remember this word from when we were talking about triangles? Vertices of triangles, they are the corners. Okay, and we've got a triangle here, A, B, C. Yeah. How far are they from the 2 lines? So if you look at A, how far is A from this line at the bottom, which is called, it's the red line, is called line X. And how far is A from the Y line here, which is a blue line? Okay, how far is each of these? Let's have a little look at our answers. So A is 1 centimetre from line X and 3 centimetres from line Y. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we can think about B. There's B. How many centimetres from line X? Well, B is 3 centimetres from X. There's X. 1, 2, 3 centimetres from X and just 1 centimetre from Y. Have a think about C. How many centimetres from X is C going to be? 5 centimetres from X. And how many from Y? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we would say C is 5 centimetres from line X and 5 centimetres from line Y, sorry. Okay. Charles invents a way to describe the position of the fly. So F equals the fly, and he says F is at 3 6. What does the 3 refer to and what does the 6 refer to? Okay, so he's saying, there it is, he's saying the fly is at 3, 6. What do these two things refer to? Well, let's learn. Okay, so these numbers show the distance from the x-axis. These numbers up here, let's get my arrow. These numbers up here show how far from line X, the x-axis, this is at the bottom here. All right, and we can see that F here now is 6 units from the X there. Yeah, it's 6 units from X. And we would write F equals something, but then we put a comma and then we put the 6, and it's in brackets. This is what we need to be learning for when we're doing a little bit further through this work, children. This is how it's going to look. We call this the y-axis. Let me get my y here, yeah. Okay, the F is 3 units from the y-axis. There's the y, it's 1, 2, 3. And so we write it there, okay. We call 3, 6 the coordinates of the point F, okay. So that's in brackets, it's got a comma between 3, 6, okay. These numbers show the distance from y-axis, yeah. So this one's 1 from y, this is 2, this is 3, okay. A quadrilateral has vertices, corners, P, Q, R and S, okay. And it says, what type of quadrilateral is this? So let's see if we can plot this together. It says we've got to put P on the spot 1, 5. So if I pick up P, where am I going to put it? 1, 5. I'm going to put P there. Q is 5, 5. So I'm going to go 5, 5. And pick up Q and put that there. R is 5, 1. 5, 1. Oops, it won't go the right bit there. Oh, go away. 5, 1. There, and that is R. When I draw this, I want you to see if you can name the shape. And S is 3, 1. 3, 1. Okay, and that is S. Now, I'm hoping that my joining up tool is going to work. It's not as easy without the interactive whiteboard and just with my mouse, but we'll see. Okay, let's join this up. Oh, go away. There we go. Ooh, no. We'll try again. P to Q. Oops. Join up to there, and then this one, oh, it just keeps wanting to do that every single time, children, sorry. And then this final one, who can name the shape that I've created? Who can name the shape that I've created? A quadrilateral, remember? Have a think, it's got one pair of parallel lines, parallel sides. Some of you drew some brilliant ones in the other lesson the other day. Yes, it's a trapezium, okay? So I've plotted those points on that quadrant, we call it. We call this a quadrant. Okay. Right, what's your task? You've got some people here, and you need to think about how many units they are from the north wall and from the east wall, etc., etc. And then you've got a task a bit like, your second task is a bit more like this on the proper XY quadrant, okay? Now, I also want you to play 15 minutes on TT, and I want to briefly just talk about what we're going to do on Friday for TT Rockstar Day. Now, I want you, and I've put a message on Facebook and I'll be putting another one, I want you to dress up as a rock star on Friday, play some rock music and complete some battles on TT with some of your friends at school and some teachers between 11 and 12 o'clock on Friday. Now, a little competition is going to go on between Friday and Wednesday next week to see who can be the top rock star in each class. Now, when you dress up as a rock star, you don't have to look like anybody in particular. It can be anybody you like. I am going to set you some tasks around the Rockstar theme. So I'm really keen on the band Queen, so I thought I would set you some tasks around the band Queen, some listening tasks, some finding out about the singers and the composers, as well as doing some maths on Rockstar, on TT Rockstar, and also dressing up. And if you're lucky, I'll post a picture of myself on Facebook, the schoolways Facebook, because I'm hoping to dress up. So if you could post a photo of yourself dressed up, either ask your parents to pop it on Facebook, or you could email me, or you could put it on Teams, and have fun dressing up and doing the tasks I'm going to set for you on Friday. As I say, the English will be based around Queen. Then we'll do the TT work on Friday as well, and I'll set that up on Teams. And there'll be a music appreciation section as well, thinking about the music that Queen write and sing. Okay, well, I hope that's okay for you children, and I'll see you next maths lesson. Okay, goodbye.